Chapter 161, Changes at 4th Tier. Returning to his quarters, Tang San felt profound weakness, not just mentally, but in his entire essence, spirit, and vitality. Though intense, his robust mental strength and the endless vitality of mysterious heaven technique allowed him to endure. If it were Dubai initially, he'd have fainted for days. Sky Fox Eye was uniquely powerful, but its use left the user drained, a price for controlling luck. Tang San's uniqueness lay in wielding multiple bloodline imprints via mysterious heaven technique, transcending this world's norms. He was an external anomaly. After merging time and Sky Fox transformations, he deceived this plane, becoming part of it from Guan Longzhong's teachings on demon god transformations and monster and spirit clans. Bloodlines. Dual bloodlines could mark a genius, but multiple bloodlines often met weakness due to impure, low-potency bloodlines unable to produce strength. Tang San was different. His bloodline growth didn't rely on his own blood but on absorbing others' bloodline power, converting it via mysterious heaven technique into his imprints. As long as his body could handle it, all his imprints could strengthen. These faintly echoed his past life martial souls. Today, he truly felt Sky Fox Eye's might for the first time. Breaking through to 4th tier, he'd evaded an 8th tier powerhouse through sheer luck, a mere 4th tier ability. Luck seemed intangible to most, but as a former god king, he knew it was a vital part of strength. Without luck, could he have crossed the Douluo continent after dying in his first life? Become a god king, unmatched. Find his reincarnated wife soon after arriving here. Luck tied it all together. Initially, this world filled him with unease, especially fearing for his wife's fate. Seeing the Wind Wolf clan use human women as sacrifices, he'd been terrified she might be among them. Luck favored him. He found her, living well, with a status far above ordinary humans. This deepened his belief in luck, and now, he wielded it 4th tier. Sky Fox Eye was immensely helpful, revealing its mysteries further. His Sky Fox transformation came from Dubai. Without Tang San, Dubai might never have advanced. Now, with Tang San's guidance and matching tier, Dubai could progress, and Tang San would follow, a virtuous cycle. Meditating, cultivating, absorbing spiritual energy. His drained essence recovered. Tang San entered a meditative state. His infiltration failed, likely tightening future security, making re-entry harder. But Sky Fox Eye's breakthrough outweighed the failure's cost. With Lingxi Sky Eye at 4th tier, the setback was negligible. Morning, Dubai faced east, breathing in purple chi. Little Tang, why the dark circles? Bad rest or meditation mishap? Dubai glanced at him. Tang San absorbed purple chi into his eyes, shaking his head. Didn't rest well, was thinking and couldn't meditate. Dubai patted his shoulder, acting seasoned. Don't overthink. You're doing great. Keep it up. When I'm strong, I'll have your back. My luck will bless you. Tang San grinned. Thanks. Let's do it now. Dubai nodded. His daily routine. After Purple Demon Eye, he'd unleash Sky Fox Eye on Tang San, draining mental strength, recovering through the day, then repeating at night. This cycle honed his Sky Fox control, boosted mental growth, and enhanced his eyes' power. White light flashed in his eyes, a white beam forming a vertical pupil on his forehead. A faint halo enveloped Tang San, white chi rising, briefly freezing him. His dark circles faded, his demeanor brighter. Dubai's light dimmed, fatigue showing. He tapped his forehead. Bit dizzy. Big drain, but I'm sensing the link between mental strength and Sky Fox Eye more. My mental liquefaction speeding up in a year. My mental sea might be fully liquid with much more capacity. Thanks to your Purple Demon Eye. Tang San chuckled. Your hard work. I'm working at Jiali Academy, right? Once I'm settled, I'll meet students, ask them to check the store for mental boosting items, and buy some for you. Great. Dubai's eyes lit up. I'll give you my money. When's our next training mission? We're all eager, just waiting for your call. Tang San's eyes flickered. 1 or 2 weeks. Let your strength stabilize first. Deal. Dubai felt less tired. Their last mission's gains were huge, boosting everyone's strength significantly compared to other teams. Wu Bingji was the academy's top student. Guli, with chaotic cloak hammer and 5th tier time transformation, was formidable. Cheng Zicheng's 5th tier golden punk transformation and golden wing slash dominated recent spars, surpassing stronger opponents. These gains fueled their enthusiasm for more missions. Chapter 162, Determination. Tang San understood his team's eagerness for another mission, but he couldn't let go of beautiful young master. With Sky Fox Eye, he saw her almost every time he went to Jiali Academy, even just a glimpse, which grounded him. His plan, half complete, still needed time to succeed. Today was a work day at Jiali Academy. Bidding Dubai farewell, Tang San arrived alone. Checking the back gate, he noticed no change in defenses. A mere 4th tier thief, as he'd appeared, wasn't a priority for Jiali Academy. But late-night student escapades might face stricter scrutiny. Now entering, Tang San grabbed his tools from the low house and headed to the main teaching building's plaza, business as usual. After weeks of work, he'd grown familiar with the place, knowing most human vassal workers. Young, polite, and diligent, Tang San earned their goodwill. Old Mao was very satisfied. Tang San excelled at every task, never complaining, even beyond his duties. Sweeping the plaza, he went unnoticed by passing students, a nondescript human vassal boy cleaning quietly. While sweeping, he focused his vision, subtly activating Lingxi Sky Eye. Combining Lingxi Heart Eye, Eagle Eye, and Sky Fox Eye, the world turned vibrant. He saw various elemental energies, guided by his mental strength to flow selectively toward him. Like Sky Fox Eye evolving from sensing to controlling luck at 4th tier, Lingxi Sky Eye could now observe finer changes, even manipulating previously invisible energies for cultivation or redistribution. Last night's exposure wasn't ideal, but Sky Eye's advance offset the mistake. Sweeping, he studied the Academy's energy fluctuations. He soon identified the alarm system's array energy. The alarm was a faint red energy veil enveloping Jiali Academy. For defense, it didn't need vast energy, but for alerts, a thin layer sufficed. Without 4th tier Lingxi Sky Eye, catching this near-invisible energy would have been tough, even with liquid mental strength. Now, he saw its flow and patterns, exactly what he wanted. Mastering these, he could blend into the array's energy, becoming part of it, crossing without triggering alarms. Success meant no need for doors. Scaling walls would do the alarm system mirrored the stores, aiding his study of the Academy's array. Through Sky Eye, he also found a second array, an energy-gathering one, simpler but vital, drawing spiritual energy into Jiali Academy, making it denser than outside. Only these 2 arrays covered the Academy, effective but simplistic. With higher cultivation and resources, Tang San could craft far superior arrays. Observing with Sky Eye, he'd nearly decoded the alarm array in days. A few more, and he'd succeed. Finishing the day's cleaning, Tang San prepared to return to the Academy town, leaving the low house along a familiar path. Suddenly, he sensed something. 2 figures approached, his lips tightened, eyes sharpening. Beautiful young master, in uniform, hair pinned up, exposing her slender, pale neck, walked beside the golden lion dog, who was stalking. Tang San lowered his head, continuing along the path's edge. Join us for the Jiali Mountain Range mission, the golden lion dog said. Don't worry, with my protection, even 9th tier beasts are no match. You've skipped several missions, teachers are noticing. Next year's 6th grade exam includes mission scores. Join us, and I'll share more loot for your score. I'll think about it, she replied coolly. Think, what's to worry about? It's safe with us 5th years must do missions. We leave in 5 days, exploring the Winged Tiger area. There was unrest there recently, cause unknown. Our task is to investigate. Alright, she said, glancing at Tang San without speaking. Passing them, Tang San overheard clearly. A mission to the Winged Tiger area. The golden lion dog had ulterior motives. Missions meant days together, camping outdoors, a chance to get close to her. Bastard, Tang San wouldn't allow it. His fists clenched. A mission. Dubai had asked about one this morning. Time for another, but their team would have a teacher. Could he disrupt the golden lion dog's group with a teacher watching? Unless it was Zhang Haoshuan, who knew his secrets. He needed a solid plan, and his earlier one had to accelerate. Determination set in his heart. Chapter 163, Preparations. As the Golden Lion Dog and beautiful young master walked away, Tang San didn't head back to Redemption Academy but returned to the Low House. Old Mao, I need to discuss something with you, he said respectfully to Old Mao, who was about to head to dinner. What's up, little Tang? Old Mao asked with a warm smile. Tang San said, the mayor asked me to handle something in 5 days, so I might need to leave for a few days. Could I work continuously these next few days, then take time off for the mayor's task and return to work after? Old Mao considered it. That's fine. Keep the plaza spotless these days, and I'll arrange someone to cover you. Know how long you'll be gone? Tang San shook his head. Not sure yet. I'll follow the mayor's orders, but no more than 10 days, I think. All right, let me know once you confirm. Old Mao nodded, agreeing. Thanking him, Tang San returned to the academy town, heading straight to Zhang Haoshuan's residence instead of Redemption Academy. Teacher, I think we should go on another training mission, Tang San said upon entering. Zhang Haoshuan's first reaction was a headache. The last mission's results, Dubai and Guli's breakthroughs, were a boon for the academy, making them more vital. Another risky mission. What if danger struck? Seeing his hesitation, Tang San pressed, Teacher, it'll be fine. Last time was an accident, and we came through, didn't we? This time's different. Brother Dubai's Sky Fox transformation is 4th tier, enough to control luck, making our mission smoother. Everyone's stronger now, it'll be easier than last time. Other seniors say our team's success was just luck, but you know it's our skills too. The first mission brought gains for all, shouldn't we try again? If this helps Dubai and Guli advance further, isn't that great for the organization? Zhang Haoshuan sighed, you're quite the talker. No one would oppose another mission, but you must promise, no risks this time. Tang San gave a wry smile. We didn't take risks last time. We barely reached the Winged Tiger area and met them. Not our fault, right? Zhang Haoshuan's mouth twitched. 3 at once, including a 9th tier. That's Sky Fox Eye's luck. It won't happen this time, Tang San grinned. Zhang Haoshuan thought it over. Fine, your last mission proved training's benefits and your adaptability. You're right, other teams gained less. That's tied to skill, especially leadership. If this mission yields similar results, it'll prove your command ability, which we value highly. You've got leadership talent. If you succeed again, I'll propose all 16 of you act together next time, with you leading. 16 together. Tang San wasn't thrilled. More people meant harder coordination and risks of casualties. But with Zhang Haoshuan's stance, he couldn't refuse. All right, your call. For this one, can you protect us secretly again? If I face a strong enemy and use other abilities, it'd be bad if I'm exposed. You think I'd let anyone else guard you? Zhang Haoshuan said, exasperated. Of course it's me. In his heart, Tang San was his top priority. Guli's time transformation and Dubai's Sky Fox transformation, Tang San had both. To Zhang Haoshuan, Tang San was the Redemption Organization's true future. Oh, by the way, teacher, my Sky Fox Eye hit 4th tier too, Tang San said with a sly smile. Back at the academy, after dinner, Tang San found Wu Bingji and shared the mission plan. Wu Bingji, immersed in mastering Eye's Needle's secondary explosion, had made progress and felt stronger. Hearing Tang San's plan, he agreed eagerly. Back to the Winged Tiger area. What if we meet the Winged Tiger King again? It's got a grudge, killed its maiden cub. Wu Bingji said, half joking. Tang San chuckled. No worries, teachers with us even a Winged Tiger King's no threat. With our team's strength, normal 7th tier tigers shouldn't be an issue, right? Wu Bingji nodded. They'd slain a peak 7th tier tiger last time, partly luck, but with their improved strength they wouldn't fear another. It's set then. Tell the seniors tomorrow morning. I'm taking leave for the mission, so I'll work at Jiali Academy these next few days. Wu Bingji asked, how's it going there? Any gains from observing? Tang San grinned. Definitely. You'll see on this mission. All right. Wu Bingji trusted him completely. Focused on Ice Needle, his secondary acceleration boosted his attack power significantly, though far from the mother-son soul-chasing lethal dart. After talking, Tang San didn't rest but went to the town's blacksmith shop. For this mission, monitoring the Golden Lion Dog, he needed extra preparations. He was unprecedentedly serious, even excited. This was a chance to actively approach beautiful young master, track her, and protect her silently. The next day, Tang San worked at Jiali Academy, cleaning diligently while intensely studying the alarm array with Lingxi Sky Eye. Time was short, he planned the next step of his plan tonight. While Tang San prepared, beautiful young master returned to the milk tea shop after school. Mom, let me help. She changed into work clothes, taking a cup from Su Qin to make tea. You're back today, Su Qin asked her daughter. Beautiful young master said, Song Junho invited me for a team mission to the Winged Tiger area in Jiali Mountains. Su Qin frowned. He just wants to get close to you. Stay cautious and distant from these golden bloodline heirs. I know, but academy rules require missions. I've skipped several, can't keep dodging, so I agreed this time. Go then, but stay safe. Protect yourself, Su Qin said, stroking her hair. I will, don't worry, she smiled, only for her mother. If Tang San saw her smile, he'd be overjoyed. Chapter 164, The Vigilant Beautiful Young Master. By the way, Mom, something odd's been happening. I keep running into a human vassal cleaner at the academy. Once or twice is fine, but I've seen him over a dozen times these past weeks, in different places. It's strange. I feel like he's watching me. A human vassal. What does he look like? Su Qin asked, surprised. Beautiful young master said, young, probably younger than Neo. He bought milk tea at our shop before. He's taller now, a bit fuller, not as scrawny as before. Su Qin's heart stirred. The kid we gave a free milk tea to, who stared at you. Yes, that's him. He's working as a cleaner at Jiali Academy now. I keep seeing him, she nodded. Be cautious. He's likely no threat, maybe just coincidence. Find a chance to check his demon god transformation and ask his name, Su Qin advised. Night fell. When Redemption Academy quieted, Tang San slipped out silently. Dubai had been heavily drained today, pouring full effort into boosting Tang San's luck. With Lingxi Sky Eye, Tang San faintly sensed white light swirling around him, a sign of overflowing luck. Jiali Academy was quiet as usual at night. Tang San infiltrated earlier, avoiding the back gate this time. At a shadowed wall, he activated Lingxi Sky Eye, seeing the wall surface and the faint red barrier above. Taking a deep breath, he adjusted his energy frequency with mental strength. Lacking an array token, he aligned his energy with the barrier's frequency. 2 days of observation gave him confidence. A faint red glow emanated from him, resonating with the alarm array via mysterious heaven technique. He raised his right hand, gently touching the wall. This was the critical moment. A faint red ripple appeared as he touched it, his gaze sharpened, ready to flee. But the ripple only shimmered briefly before merging with his red glow, as if won. Success. Elated, Tang San pressed against the wall, his red glow blending with the arrays. Grabbing slight protrusions, he leapt lightly, scaling the wall. His glow fully merged with the arrays. With his strong mental strength, he confirmed no alarm would trigger. His array knowledge, beyond this era, worked flawlessly. Over the wall, he landed lightly. First hurdle cleared. Praising himself, he thought, no more doors. Without delay, he moved along the wall shadows, reaching the academy store and hiding to observe. Since the cabinet door, spontaneously, opened last time, no new measures were taken. Nothing was stolen, so they likely blamed array failure. The same 2 8th tier grade ape demons guarded. Strong but not the brightest among ape monsters. Tang San wasn't rushed, watching from the dark. A whimsical thought struck. At 8th tier Sky Fox Eye, good luck let him stroll in unstopped. Possible, but he couldn't gauge high tier Sky Fox Eye's power and wouldn't risk it. Facing a luck master was worse than a same tier foe. Without god level strength, he'd avoid Skyfox clan. Time passed in waiting. Worst case, he'd wait 4 hours for the apes patrol. But with Skyfox Eye and Dubai's boost, his luck held. In 20 minutes, the apes entered the patrol. Using the same method as last time, Tang San slipped in effortlessly. As a Skyfox Eye bearer, luck favored him, amplified by Dubai. Waiting silently for the apes to finish and lock the door, the store became a sealed space. He had 4 hours. Last time, he took nothing but gained much. Now, he could open the key safe with the core array, like the Fox manager. He didn't rush, activating Lingxi Sky Eye to scan the store. 4th tier Sky Eye was vastly different. All energy fluctuations were clear, especially cabinet arrays, visible in minute detail. In under 15 minutes, he cracked the outer cabinet arrays, able to open any without triggering alarms. After 30 minutes of probing, he reached the 6 safes, pausing at the key 1 to sense energy changes, checking for differences. Jiali Academy hadn't altered the array. Energy ripples flowed from his palm, aligning with the safe store ripples. Using mental strength and mysterious heaven technique, he mimicked the energy key, perfectly matching the array. A soft hiss, and the safe opened. A faint smile curved Tang San's lips. Stepping inside, rich energy hit him. Treasures, nothing but treasures. Jiali Academy, the city's sole elite institution, trained even golden bloodlines. Its store, if not holding the academy's greatest relics, still had rare items unseen outside. Chapter 165, Don't drain the pond to catch the fish. Tang San didn't closely inspect the safe's treasures but first located the main control array. The academy store's core array was inside a sealed metal room at the safe's far end. Windowless, with a closed door, it lacked alarm barriers. He didn't need to enter. Pressing a hand to the metal wall, he sensed the energy fluctuations with his potent mental strength, memorizing every detail. As a former god king, Tang San had overseen the Divine Realms God Council, managing a central hub radiating across multiple planets. Those arrays were leagues beyond this world's. To him, the Monster Clan's complex arrays were child's play. A faint smile spread across his face. Jiali Academy's arrays were predictably basic. With 4th tier Lingxi Sky Eye and days of observation, he grasped the core logic of their arrays. The academy's outer alarm matched the store's, clearly crafted by the same hand. Simple. He mapped their traits, reconstructing the array's structure in his mind. Fully mastering it, his plan could now proceed smoothly. He took nothing from the safe. It held display cabinets with various items, some sealed, others openly placed. This safe, housing the core array, stored weapons and armor forged from rare metals. To Tang San's critical eye, their craftsmanship was crude, but the materials, exceptional, even by his standards. In Douluo continent, he'd rarely seen such quality. Only as a god king, overseeing other planets, had he encountered comparable materials. These metals could forge divine artifacts in his hands. Yet, he didn't touch a thing. With his grasp of the store's arrays, he could empty it. A storage-equipped safe surely existed, making it easy to take everything. But doing so would stir a storm at Jiali Academy. To avoid exposure, he'd have to flee fast. What about the academy town? Human vassals would face suspicion, searches, and interrogations. Redemption Academy would be at risk. He had to consider this. Since he could take these items anytime, there was no rush. They'd stay here for now. He'd only act when Redemption Academy's safety was assured. A search of the town might yield nothing, but Redemption Academy's exposure would be catastrophic. From the start, Tang San's goal wasn't to loot but to ensure he could enter freely, then decide next steps. Leaving the safe, he opened the 3rd one with the same ease. Mastering the core array made it simpler than using a key. As the metal door opened, dense spiritual energy surged, warming his body. Rows of cabinets held countless sealed containers. This safe stored spiritual herbs. The herbs' spiritual energy was so thick, the air felt viscous. Despite the variety, their mixed energies were potent, even sealed. Sensing silently, Tang San identified hundreds of herbs, each surpassing the dragon tendon fruit he'd used. That fruit belonged in outer cabinets, unworthy of these safes. Wealth, unimaginable wealth. No wonder Monster Clan cultivation soared with such resources. Used properly, these herbs were immensely beneficial. Tang San doubted the monsters fully utilized them, but even crude use was effective. What a cultivation treasure trove. Taking a deep breath, he filtered the dense spiritual energy through mysterious heaven technique, merging it into his energy. One breath made his bloodline tremble, impressive. He didn't act hastily, first surveying thoroughly to understand the contents. This world's plants differed from Douluo continents, but energy signatures didn't lie. As a former plant master, identifying them was effortless. Plants and spirit clans were like demon beasts and monster clans, both lifeforms, but plants without sentience, no matter how potent, remain treasures, not spirits. Their essence was the same. Tang San's first target was these high-grade plants. Like demon beasts, these treasures had tiers. The highest, equivalent to 9th tier, were supreme treasures. God-level plants gained sentience, becoming spirits, not treasures. Tang San approached the first row, stopping at a transparent glass-like cover. Inside was a purple-black vine, studded with sharp thorns, glinting coldly, clearly dangerous. He'd studied treasure courses at Redemption Academy, but they were incomplete. This thorny vine wasn't covered, but his observation and Sky Eye analysis gauged its role in tier. Chapter 166, 6th Imprint, Blue Silver Emperor. The transparent cover had a defensive array, but it posed no challenge for Tang San. He easily disabled it and carefully lifted the cover. The moment he did, a sudden change occurred. The seemingly lifeless purple-black vine shot out like lightning, its sharp thorns radiating malice as it lunged at him. Unfazed, Tang San was prepared. His right hand flashed out, unafraid of the thorns, grabbing the vine firmly. The thorns couldn't pierce his mysterious jade hand. His eyes gleamed as he activated mysterious heaven technique, forcibly absorbing the vine's energy. The vine struggled fiercely but could have escaped. As he judged, plant energy, like demon beast energy, could be absorbed by mysterious heaven technique. In this world, his technique seemed to have gained a devouring trait. The restless plant energy poured into him, gradually forming a new imprint. To his surprise, the plant imprint was far purer than demon beast ones, likely because these treasures were nurtured by spiritual energy, making the imprint crystal clear. Tang San didn't drain the vine completely, absorbing only a third of its energy. When it began to wilt, he returned it to the cover. A 3rd-tier plant imprint formed in his body, and a pure plant-based life energy joined his mysterious heaven technique, slowly being absorbed. This was his goal: absorb treasure energy to form plant imprints, merge them into his azure jade vine imprint to enhance his 6th imprint, and use the energy to boost his cultivation and nourish his body for easier mysterious heaven advancements. This was more beneficial than absorbing demon god transformation energy. His initial test proved correct. Plant energy was ideal for his growth. With so many treasures, as long as he didn't drain them to death, their innate properties would absorb ambient spiritual energy to recover. In this safe, spiritual energy was abundant. A slightly wilted plant wouldn't make a sound or raise suspicion. The store had become his cultivation haven, poised to rapidly boost his strength. Unhurried, he didn't fuse the imprints yet, instead absorbing energy from another 5th-tier plant. Higher tier energy wasn't always better. He needed to preserve azure jade vine's form. From past experience, he knew which energies suited fusion. Gradual enhancement ensured growth without overwhelming the vine, which could collapse if pushed too far. With his 6th-tier cultivation, absorbing 5th or 6th-tier plant energies caused his mysterious heaven energy to swell. That was enough. Restoring the safe, Tang San exited and resealed the door. With time before the next patrol, he found a hidden corner, sat, and circulated mysterious heaven technique to absorb the life energy. Absorbing pure plant energy was far easier than mixed demon beast bloodline energy. Under mysterious heaven's nourishment, his meridians warmed, feeling comfortable, and his cultivation surged, surpassing 10 days of normal training without even fusing the imprints. He didn't fuse them here, fearing uncontrolled energy leaks or physical changes that could hinder his escape. As the 4-hour patrol neared, he'd absorbed most of the life energy, his 6th tier cultivation advancing steadily. Slipping out during the 8th patrol, dawn was near but not yet arrived. Returning the same way, he scaled the wall and reached Redemption Academy as the sky brightened. No time to rest, time was pressing. He'd rest during tomorrow's cleaning. Sitting cross-legged on his bed, he began fusing the 5 plant imprints. Having absorbed only part of each plant's energy, the imprints were low tier, around 3rd tier, with the highest barely 4th tier. For Tang San, these were perfect for his low tier Azure Jade Vine. Starting with the Thorny Vine, the 3rd tier imprint clashed with Azure Jade Vine upon fusion, sparking intense conflict. The vine, less dominant, was soon overtaken and merged. With his cultivation, controlling a 3rd tier fusion was easy. The 6th imprint reached 3rd tier. The next fusions, all 3rd tier, were smoother, completing quickly. After merging all 5, his 6th imprint hit 4th tier. The process was seamless, as the plants were compatible. His eyes flashed, and with a flick of his right hand, a blue-purple vine with fine black patterns shot from his palm, extending outward. The vine, arm-thick and resilient, stretched about 20 meters. With a thought, thorns protruded. Infusing mysterious heaven energy, the 20-meter vine stiffened like a spear. Waving his hand, more vines shot out, weaving into a net in the air. Memory surfaced. His past life primary martial soul, Blue Silver Grass, had 4 abilities before evolving into Blue Silver Emperor: Binding, Parasite, Spiderweb Restraint, and Blue Silver Cage. His vine now mimicked 3, though differing in strength and traits, resembling Blue Silver Grass at 60 to 70%. Only Parasite was missing, but its thorns were present. This was his most familiar power, easy to wield and practical. Dawn arrived, and his door was knocked. Still sleeping, time to train, Dubai's voice called. A faint smile curved Tang San's lips. A new day, a fresh start, his mood was great. In the coming days, his 6th imprint would reach 6th tier. He'd name it after his past life martial soul, Blue Silver Emperor. One day, he'd restore its former glory. Chapter 167, Second Training Mission, Depart. The next few days kept Tang San busy, working by day, silently cultivating, and visiting his secret cultivation haven at night. The plant-based life energy was incredibly nourishing. With Jiali Academy's treasury, he no longer needed to buy plant treasures for cultivation. He absorbed vine-type plant energy to enhance his Blue Silver Emperor imprint and nourishing treasures to strengthen his body. In just 5 days, he felt transformed. Redemption Academy's teachers and students noticed Tang San seemed to be developing, taller, sturdier, his features more defined, increasingly pleasing to the eye. Finally, the day of the second training mission arrived. Early morning, Tang San's team of 5 prepared to depart. After breakfast, Guan Longjong gathered them. I know your last mission brought great gains, with everyone improving. But I must remind you, much of your success was luck, and luck won't always be there. He paused, glancing at Dubai, coughed, and continued, this mission isn't just for strength but to learn survival, how to seek fortune, avoid danger, and protect yourselves in unfamiliar settings. Safety is always first, only the living have a future. He turned to Wu Bingji. Bingji, as senior brother, led by example. Prioritize safety, understood. Yes, teacher, Wu Bingji replied respectfully, glancing at Tang San. Lead the team, that's probably just a name. Following his gaze, Guan Longjong looked at Tang San. Little Tang, I know you're full of ideas, but no matter how talented or clever, don't take reckless risks. Your teammates' lives are at stake. Last time, you nearly died. When tempted to act impulsively, recall that moment. Yes, teacher Guan, Tang San agreed promptly. His mind was calculating. Today was also beautiful young master's departure day. Their timing would differ, but their destination was the same. He'd keep his distance to avoid detection but stay close enough to aid her if danger arose. Go on, depart, Guan Longjong said, noting Tang San's distraction with a helpless sigh. What could he say? They called it luck last time, but with Dubai at 3rd tier, they escaped at peak 7th tier Winged Tiger, even counter-killing it. Their gains outstripped both other teams combined. Dubai and Guli's breakthroughs thrilled Redemption Academy. The organization considered moving them to a safer place, but Skyfox and time transformations, advancements delayed that. This place suited their growth. Now, Dubai was 4th tier, Guli and Chang Zichun 5th tier, Tang San and Wu Bingji 6th tier. Few Redemption teams matched them. As Guan Longjong's direct disciple, Wu Bingji's progress was evident. Guan knew Tang San guided him on ice element control, marveling at the techniques. Tang San seemed more like Wu Bingji's teacher. Since Tang San's arrival, Wu Bingji's 6th tier strength had skyrocketed. These changes tied to Tang San, prompting multiple investigations into his background, all yielding the same results. Guan didn't tell Tang San that his first teacher, Wang Yangfeng, and the Wang siblings and Ling Mushui would join Redemption. He wanted to see if another genius like Tang San emerged. Depart, Guan ordered, launching Tang San's team's second mission. Other students watched, aware of their first mission's success. They trained hard, believing they could match Tang San's team, but reality proved otherwise. Despite efforts, they faltered against demon beasts, needing teacher rescues with meager gains. Now, as Tang San's team embarked again, others wondered if their success was luck or superior skill. Some, like Zhang Zebin, beaten by Guli, wanted to join, baffled at how a former inferior surpassed him post-mission. But the academy opted to test Tang San's team again before reassigning groups. Leaving Redemption Academy, they entered Jiali Mountains via the back hills, a familiar route. Wu Bingji led, Chang Zichun flew low, Guli and Dubai walked center, Tang San trailed. The 5 moved swiftly, vanishing into the forest. Dubai, how's our luck this time? Guli nudged Dubai ahead. Dubai grinned, with me here, it's smooth sailing, couldn't be better. Guli smirked, mascot, you're getting cocky. Dubai's demeanor had shifted. Once the weakest, called a mascot, he felt inferior. Now, vibrant and teasing seniors, he was lively. Confidence comes from strength, got it, he said smugly. His mental strength surged, liquefaction accelerating, purple demon eye progressing. 5th tier wasn't impossible, boosting his confidence. He could now use purple demon eye's mental shock, no longer powerless. After 2 hours, deep in the mountains, Wu Bingji ordered a rest on high ground. Chapter 168, Evolved Mechanical Hidden Weapons. Tang San said, before we left, while working at Jiali Academy, I heard their students are also heading deep into Jiali Mountains for training. We might encounter them. Senior Sister Orange, when scouting, check for their traces nearby. If you spot them, note their location and direction, and keep a safe distance. Got it, are they strong? Chang Zichun asked with interest. Tang San nodded seriously. Very strong. The Golden Lion Dog was 8th tier, beyond their ability to handle, unless counting Mayor Zhang Haoshun trailing them. From the Golden Lion Dog and Beautiful Young Master's talk, their team had no teacher escort. The Golden Lion Dog, a Golden Bloodline heir, and Beautiful Young Master, likely a Demon Emperor bloodline, could handle 9th tier beasts. Wu Bingji frowned. Why didn't you mention this earlier? I didn't want the teachers to worry and block our mission, Tang San said. With Senior Sister Orange scouting, we'll keep our distance. Our strength has grown significantly. I've got something for you all. He pulled items from his storage bag. The team stared at the black, gold-flecked objects, gleaming coldly, unlike any weapons they'd seen. What are these? Wu Bingji asked, astonished. Tang San explained, weapons I developed with the mayor, initially for senior brother Dubai, since he lacks direct combat power. Then we made some for everyone. I call them hidden weapons, mechanical devices anyone can use with impressive power. They're tailored to your traits. Senior Sister Orange, these 2 are yours. He handed Chang Zichun a crossbow-like device with elastic shoulder straps and a cylindrical object. Time constraints limited Tang San's creations, powerful hidden weapons took time, and even he lacked enough. What are they? The novel items intrigued the young team. Chang Zicheng took the heavy, shimmering weapons, radiating mystery. Tang San smiled. This is a back-bout crossbow. Wear it on your back. See the 3 arrows. Lower your head to fire them from behind your head, especially potent in flight. The downside is it's one shot. You must reload arrows. They're made of black gold, very precious, so recover the arrows. I gave each of you only 2 sets. If lost, they're gone. The other is a sleeve arrow, light, worn on your right wrist. Bend your wrist to fire. The mechanism lets you choose 1 or 3 arrows per shot. Explaining, Tang San felt a strange nostalgia, recalling his past life when hidden weapons paved his path to greatness. Before using them, charge them with your bloodline power into their arrays for energy buildup. This boosts their power. Different bloodlines yield different effects. I've tested it. Indeed, these hidden weapons, unlike his past lives, incorporated arrays, an evolved version adapting to this world. In Douluo continent, after becoming a god, soul guides emerge. His Tang sect mastered them, building on hidden weapons with complex arrays. Some soul guides wielded devastating power. As a god, Tang San hadn't learned their crafting, only their concepts. In this world, he applied soul guide theory, designing array-infused hidden weapons compatible with this world's bloodline energy system. These evolved mechanical hidden weapons were far stronger. Different bloodlines produced unique effects, the most fascinating feature. What do you mean, different effects? Wu Bingji asked curiously. Tang San said, simply, if Senior Sister Orange uses her bloodline power, the arrows gain Golden Pung transformation traits, faster speed, sharper penetration. If you use Ice Essence transformation, Senior Brother, the arrows carry Ice attributes. It works like that. Has the Mayor's array research reached this level? Chang Zicheng examined her weapons, marveling at the small core arrays glowing faintly. Redemption Academy taught basic arrays, but teachers lacked deep understanding. The Mayor's creation was astonishing. Tang San handed Dubai 2 larger items. These are for you, Senior Brother Dubai. Due to time, we made you a pair of Zug crossbows. I'll craft more to arm you fully. Dubai excitedly took the heavy crossbows, manageable thanks to his physical training. How do these work? He asked eagerly. Tang San said, infuse your bloodline power and pull the trigger to fire. They're the most powerful here, each spraying 36 small arrows. I'm curious what Sky Fox transformation will do. Your luck might guide them to hit without aiming, though aiming safer. I'll show you how later. He gave Wu Bingji and Guli each a sleeve arrow. Chapter 169, Hidden Weapons with Demon God Transformations. With our strength, you don't need hidden weapons to face most threats. Especially you, Senior Brother, use yours when exhausted to protect yourself. The team stowed their weapons, wearing them with curiosity and amazement. Tang San distributed extra arrows and began teaching their use. How strong are these? What's the attack range? Guli asked, fiddling with his sleeve arrow. Tang San explained, sleeve arrows reach about 30 meters, with the least power but better control. Back-bout crossbow has a 50-meter effective range. Zug crossbows hit up to 100 meters but need aiming. I think Senior Brother Dubai's Sky Fox transformation suits the Zug crossbow, and his strong mental power aids accuracy. Senior Brother, please conjure an ice shield as a target so everyone can test and I can tweak the weapons to match your demon god transformations. Tang San had tested their effects, thrilled by the results. These world's hidden weapons were vastly different from Douluo continents. Various demon god transformations gave the same weapon diverse effects. I'll go first, Chang Zicheng said eagerly. With Tang San's help, she equipped the sleeve arrow and back-bout crossbow. Wu Bingji formed a half-foot thick ice wall on the ground. Senior Brother, here I come. Chang Zicheng grinned, raising her hand. Golden light flashed as she activated Golden Pung transformation, channeling bloodline power into the sleeve arrow's array. A golden halo rippled outward, the array glowing vividly. 3 small arrows shot out with a faint mechanical click. Bang! Wu Bingji, focused, sensed danger and was yanked aside. A faint golden streak flashed past, vanishing instantly. Cold sweat soaked his back. Dubai and Guli froze, stunned. Chang Zicheng paled. Tang San, who pulled Wu Bingji, knew the weapons, power is their maker. Black Gold's natural penetration, boosted by mechanics and Golden Pung's sharpness and speed, was formidable. The arrows pierced the ice wall, leaving 3 clean holes without cracks, showing their terrifying power. Tang San had called these the weakest of the 3. Weakest, Senior Sister Orange, find your arrows, don't lose them, Tang San reminded. Chang Zicheng, trembling, said, Senior Brother, are you okay? Wu Bingji, forcing calm, said, fine, I'm fine. Didn't expect such power. Tang San smiled. Golden Pung adds speed and sharpness, doubling the sleeve arrow's power. Surprise attacks amplify it. The back-bout crossbow is even stronger. Wu Bingji gasped. Little Tang, what kind of monster are you? Dubai, eyeing his Zug crossbows, could barely contain his excitement. An hour later, after mastering their weapons and testing them, everyone cherished their treasures. Demon God transformations greatly enhanced the weapons, they only needed pre-charging. 1 charge lasted a day, after which the array's energy faded, requiring recharging. Tang San could have added storage arrays, but they demand complex crafting, time he lacked, and were unnecessary for small weapons. Dubai was thrilled, clutching his Zug crossbows, calling them little treasures, utterly smitten. His crossbows didn't gain power from Sky Fox transformation, but their luck-guided accuracy was terrifying. Against Wu Bingji, simultaneous shots could cripple him. Luck-infused Zug crossbows were divine. Guli pestered Tang San for more weapons. Everyone's eyes gleamed. These weapons boosted their team's strength immensely. Senior brothers and sisters, keep these weapons secret. Don't tell anyone, and limit use to our team. They're hard to make in a secret between me and the teacher, Tang San said seriously. Exposing hidden weapons before he was strong enough risked redemption organization scrutiny. Lacking strength, he relied on them, but once a god again, he'd need none. A necessary compromise. This world's shallow array knowledge made mass-producing hidden weapons impossible. Only he could craft them, and constant production wasn't feasible. Spreading them to humanity could bring disaster. An innocent man with treasure invites trouble. If monsters or spirits got them, they'd grow stronger. After careful thought, Tang San restricted their use to close allies, a small repayment for absorbing their bloodlines. Rested enough, let's move, Wu Bingji said, fondling his sleeve arrow, loving its solid feel. He'd tested it. Chang Zicheng's Golden Pung shots pierced 3 ice shields or walls. Terrifying. Tang San looked at Chang Zicheng. Senior Sister Orange, scout from the air. Check around our path for Jiali Academy students. If you spot them, notify us immediately. Got it, she nodded, warming to Tang San. His arrival changed them, and today, only she and Dubai got 2 weapons. Activating Golden Pung transformation, she soared quietly. The other 4 resumed their trek into Jiali Mountains, depths. Chapter 170, discovering the Jiali team. With the hidden weapons, their team's strength surged. Tang San discussed their use, especially for coordinated tactics and optimal timing. Ice Essence, Sky Fox, Time, and Golden Pung transformations each uniquely enhanced the weapons. Combined, they could form a deadly formation. Chang Zicheng returned every half hour. On her second scout, she reported, found them. 7 people, about 5 kilometers away. I only glanced from afar, avoiding detection. She shared her observations. Golden Winged Rock's aerial vision was sharp, matching its swift flight. Good. Senior sister, maintain that distance. If they move away, report back. If they approach, same thing. Keeping distance ensures we avoid them, Tang San said. Finding the Jiali team, Tang San quietly relaxed. His main goal this mission was to protect beautiful young master, no matter what. The first day, they met no demon beasts, perhaps due to Dubai's 4th-tier Sky Fox Eye boosting their luck. And Tang San's advanced Lingxi Sky Eye. With these, their luck was a deluxe lineup. Even top monster clan teams wouldn't have 2 Sky Fox transformation members. Dusk fell, Wu Bingji suggested resting, but Chang Zicheng reported. As dusk fell, Wu Bingji suggested resting, but Chang Zicheng reported the Jiali team still moving. Tang San proposed continuing to maintain distance, resting when they camped. An hour later, Chang Zicheng confirmed the Jiali team had set camp. Tang San's team stopped, choosing a high ground spot to rest and eat, taking turns on watch. Tang San said to Wu Bingji, "Senior brother, I'm uneasy. I want to check on the Jiali team, just observe from afar." Wu Bingji hesitated. Too risky. No risk, Tang San said. With senior brother Dubai here. Dubai, give me a luck boost, it'll count as your training today. Deep in the mountains, they conserve strength. Unlike their usual morning practice, Dubai hadn't fully boosted Tang San's luck. Alright, Dubai agreed. Sky Fox eye glowed, a white halo forming a vertical pupil above, enveloping Tang San. Tang San felt everything brighten, as if the world turned favorable. Wu Bingji, Guli, and Chang Zicheng watched. Odd, first time seeing Dubai's full Sky Fox eye. I need 3 hours to recover, Dubai said, weakened. Though not overdrawn, the effort was heavy. Normally, Sky Fox passively sensed luck, aiding minor influence. Forcing a major luck boost drained mental and bloodline power, requiring long recovery. But such exertion spurred his Sky Fox eye and bloodline growth. As a human vassal, Dubai's bloodline was weaker than pure Sky Fox monsters. How far he could advance was unknown. Constant stimulation strengthened his bloodline. Another method, bathing in high-tier Sky Fox or direct Sky Fox Demon Emperor blood, was a fantasy. Self-stimulation was his only path. Wu Bingji said, hurry back. If there's danger, signal us for support. Tang San nodded. His concealment skills made detection unlikely. He aimed to confirm beautiful young master's presence and assess the Jiali team. Guli watched Tang San vanish into the night. Senior brother, doesn't little Tang seem oddly focused on the Jiali team? Wu Bingji said calmly, he has his reasons. He trusted Tang San unconditionally. Since joining, Tang San had brought immense benefits without asking for anything. Of course, Tang San had taken something, Wu Bingji just didn't know. This mission felt vastly different. Their strength far surpassed last time. Facing a 7th tier winged tiger now, Wu Bingji was confident of escaping unscathed. 7th tier beasts weren't so daunting. Last time, they'd been nervous. Activating Lingxi Sky Eye, Tang San sensed energy shifts, following Chang Zicheng's directions toward the Jiali team. With Sky Fox luck, finding their camp was certain. 5 kilometers was short for him. In 10 minutes, he sensed their potent energy fluctuations via Sky Eye. At 100 meters, he silenced his aura completely. Their team likely had scouts, sensory or visual. He leapt using leopard flash, eyes glowing dark purple, skin turning the same hue, blending with surrounding plants. This was Blue Silver Emperor's assimilation ability. Tang San shaped its evolution, controlling its traits. Hiding in a tree's shadow, he heightened his perception. In cultivation, he lagged behind the 8th tier Golden Lion Dog. The Jiali team, with others at least 6th tier and 2 7th tier, outclassed his team. But in mental strength, he believed his side surpassed them. Chapter 171, Beauty and the Beast's team. Based on Tang San's understanding of this plane, only those specializing in mental attribute demon god transformations or reaching 9th tier could achieve liquid mental power. He already had fully liquid mental power, nurtured by a trace of divine consciousness. Mental power strengthened divine consciousness, and vice versa, enhancing his mental strength further. This gave him confidence in flawless concealment, his mental realm's advantage. Reaching 9th tier cultivation was a long road, but mental power growth wasn't. With his divine consciousness, his mental strength would only increase. His goal was to fill his sea of consciousness with liquid mental power, preparing to rebuild his divine consciousness. The Jiali team's campfire was visible from afar. Lighting a fire in the forest had pros and cons. It repelled beasts and insects but exposed their position, attracting strong demon beasts unafraid of fire. Their confidence in doing so showed their strength. Tang San scanned the scene, his gaze locking on a figure, eyes momentarily dazed. Beautiful young master wore Jiali Academy's uniform, her hair tied in an upturned bun, revealing her slender, pale neck. She sat by the fire, sipping from a cup. The Golden Lion Dog sat 2 meters away, with 4 others around the fire. The team of 7 had one scouting, undetected by Tang San, urging extra caution. That guy, sitting so close to her, despicable. Jealousy flared in Tang San. He longed to sit by the fire with her, sharing dinner. He dubbed the Jiali team, Beauty and the Beasts, in his mind. Song Junho, the Golden Lion Dog, pulled out a map, pointing. We're here, 2 more days to the Winged Tiger territory. Beautiful young master nodded, her expression indifferent, seemingly uninterested. Song Junho smiled. Our goal is to capture at least 2 winged tigers, ideally 7th tier or above. They're valuable and easy to sell. She stayed silent, sipping, lost in thought. Seeing her cool demeanor, Song Junho just smiled, saying no more. Across the fire, a burly bear demon youth said, Captain, no beasts today, my hands are itching. Tomorrow, suppress your bloodline aura. With your golden bloodline's kingly presence, no beast dares approach. Everyone but beautiful young master laughed. He wasn't exaggerating. Golden bloodline monsters intimidated beasts, keeping them at bay. Song Junho said, it's to save time. Outer mountain beasts are low tier, not worth our effort. If you're eager, I'll suppress my aura tomorrow for practice. All gains are yours. Haha, Captain's generous. Their loud conversation reached Tang San's sharp ears. He scoffed inwardly, others were clearly flattering Song Junho. He was pleased with beautiful young master's aloofness, showing no closeness to her teammates. This reassured him, he dreaded her bonding with other males. After dinner, the Beauty and the Beast team prepared to rest. Their gear outclassed Tang San's team, each had a sturdy, insulated beast hide tent with a top exit, openable only from inside for quick escapes. They rotated night watch, one at a time. As they rested, Tang San spotted the 7th member. This monster, hidden in darkness, had flight and black wings that blended into the night, masking his aura, the team scout. Beautiful young master had a white tent, conspicuous among the others. Song Junho arranged the tents in a circle around hers. As the only female, she was exempt from watch duty. Once they settled, Tang San slipped back to his camp. The next morning, they resumed, with Chang Zicheng scouting, warned by Tang San about the Jiali team's flying scout. Both teams moved slower, encountering 4th and 5th tier beasts, weaker ones too timid to attack. Chang Zicheng reported the Beauty and the Beast team faced more beasts, including a group of 20 plus 6th tier diamond baboons. Song Junho easily slew the leader in most of the group, reaping significant gains. Under Sky Fox Eye's luck, Tang San's team met only 3 beasts, dispatched quietly with perfect coordination. Chang Zicheng, witnessing both teams, began believing Dubai's Sky Fox Eye truly boosted their luck. That afternoon, Tang San grabbed Dubai, whispering, Senior brother, any odd feelings? What feelings? Dubai asked, puzzled. Danger, premonitions, anything like that? No, Dubai looked surprised. No danger, no feelings. Oh, good, Tang San nodded. Since lunch, an uneasy feeling had plagued him, growing stronger, yet he sensed nothing specific. With 4th tier Sky Fox Eye, he shouldn't feel danger. Dubai didn't. Dubai's Sky Fox Eye was stronger, even if Tang San's mental power surpassed his. This persistent unease intensified through the afternoon. Chapter 172, Sudden Enemy Arrival. Tang San's mind stirred. Could the danger not be with his redemption team but with beautiful young master's side? Was she in peril? Was the Golden Lion Dog plotting against her? That would explain why he sensed danger while Dubai didn't. Dubai didn't know her, and her safety was unrelated to their team. Tang San's concern for her triggered his premonition. Chang Zicheng, monitoring the Jiali team, reported no encounters with strong demon beasts. Beasts reached 9th tier at most, and beast kings wouldn't appear in the mountains' outskirts. Even if one did, the Golden Lion Dog's 8th tier strength and their team could retreat safely. That's why they had no teacher escort, this training didn't require one. If not beasts, the threat was likely internal, demon calamity. No issues arose during the day, so danger might strike tonight. Tang San clenched his fists. He'd protect her at all costs, even using his divine consciousness if necessary. This deepened his understanding of Sky Fox transformation. A mere premonition revealed so much, likely accurate in direction. The moderate intensity of his unease suggested the danger wasn't extreme. By evening, they rested in sync with the Beauty and the Beast's team, maintaining 5 to 6 kilometers distance. After dinner, Tang San, sighting reconnaissance, left to approach the Jiali team. With last night's experience, he was extra cautious, wary of their scouts' presence in the dark. He stopped farther away, observing. The Beauty and the Beast's team camped on high ground, tent set, a roaring campfire casting light and warmth. A grill over the fire roasted beast meat, oil dripping with sizzles. The golden lion dog, beautiful young master, and others sat around, awaiting dinner. Seeing her safe, Tang San relaxed slightly, but his unease grew closer to their camp, confirming danger loomed over her team. Was it internal or external? Given the team's strength, internal seemed likelier. Tang San adjusted his state, donning a black gold mask covering his upper face, checking his hidden weapons, and optimizing his aura for peak readiness. The beast meat's aroma reached him. His redemption team avoided such open grilling to stay hidden, fearing exposure as redemption members are attracting beasts. If they tried, Zhang Haoshuan would intervene instantly. Tang San didn't know where Zhang was but knew he followed, possibly watching nearby, his safety net. A 9th tier protector ensured he could handle unbeatable threats, though he'd avoid using divine consciousness unless desperate. The Jiali team seasoned and carved the meat, eating ravenously. Tang San disapproved, their grilling scorched parts, wasting good meat that might have been tough without its thick fat. This world lacked culinary finesse in his eyes. He could cook gourmet meals but had no chance or interest yet. Beautiful young master ate sparingly, sipping her drink, likely milk tea, without sharing. The others devoured the beast, their huge appetites cleaning it out. No changes, everything seemed normal. Yet Tang San's unease persisted. What was coming? The scent of beast meat carries far. You're living comfortably on this training, a cold voice echoed from all directions, chilling the forest. Not internal, external danger. Whose voice? Despite Tang San's mental power in Ling Shi's sky eye, he hadn't sensed it then. Figures descended, their bodies shimmering in rainbow hues near the campfire. Peacock plumes fanned out, dazzling in the firelight. Peacock display, Peacock demon clan. 5 figures landed, 4 with peacock plumes, the central one human like. Tall, handsome, in his 20s, he was pale with thin lips. Shocked, the Jiali team stood, beautiful young master frowning. The youth smiled. Dear sister, I came to see you on your training. Touched. I have no brother, she said coldly. He sneered. Of course not a half-blood like you has no claim to the noble peacock demon emperor bloodline. Come with me, don't make me force you. Wang Yan, what's this about? Song Junho stepped forward, shielding her. Little lion, stay out of family matters. Heroics don't suit you. Others fear the golden clan, but the peacock demon clan, heirs of a demon emperor, don't. Song Junho said coldly, do you know what you're doing? As the city lord's son, you should know Jiali Academy is under ancestral court protection. Attack us, and you'll face consequences if we report you. Chapter 173, Peacock Demon Clan. The youth called Wang Yan smiled faintly. I'm so scared. You know, your behavior is foolish. If you'd stayed out of it, I might have let you go threatening me. Now I'll have to silence you. Having golden clan blood is my sister's burial companion isn't bad. Song Junho's face darkened, furious. Wang Yan, you're just your clan's trash. You think you can beat us? Wang Yan shrugged. Alone, maybe not your 8th tier, so am I. But as the family failure, even as the eldest heir, I'm nearly stripped of succession rights. So, I'm forced to eliminate rivals. Don't think I'm unaware. You're cozying up to my sister because you heard father might name her heir, right? You're mistaken. He's just using her to spur me and my useless brothers. He paused, eyeing beautiful young master behind Song Junho. But my sister, not yet 14, is 6th tier, annoyingly diligent. If she becomes heir, divine priority laws would favor her, posing a threat. As peacock demon emperor descendants, how could we let a half-blood gain favor? Only her blood can cleanse this shame. Father's mistake. I'll correct it for him. Song Junho's expression grew grim. He sensed the 4 peacock clan members' strength, all 8th tier. His team had only him at 8th tier. As peacock demon emperor heirs, their bloodline was potent. Even at the same tier, he might not match Wang Yan. You others, if you saw and heard nothing, I might spare you. Pretend she fell to a beast. As the eldest heir, I outranked my useless brothers. When I inherit and carry the demon emperor's will, I can protect you. Wang Yan preferred not to kill Song Junho. His golden clan lineage meant trouble if exposed. His words aimed to intimidate. Song Junho hesitated. He courted beautiful young master for her beauty and potential as a peacock heir candidate, vital for his own clan's succession struggles. Her human blood would have otherwise kept the proud golden clan at bay facing danger. With the peacock clan's speed advantage and overwhelming numbers, escape was tough. He wavered. Would Wang Yan really spare him if he stepped aside? Seeing his hesitation, Wang Yan's smile widened. A half-blood heir or me, the eldest son, who's likelier? No half-blood has ever inherited in monster history, and it won't start with her. The ancestral court won't allow it. She's just a tool to motivate a step aside, and I'll keep my word. We won't kill her in front of you, just take her. Pretend you saw nothing. Song Junho took a deep breath, shouting, no. To take her, defeat me first. Golden light erupted as he charged Wang Yan. Wang Yan blinked, surprised. Song Junho had wavered but attacked. A smirk followed. He didn't move. A clansman stepped forward, peacock plumes flaring, absorbing spiritual energy. A radiant palm strike met Song Junho's charge. Boom. Song Junho was blasted back. As he attacked, his teammates struck the guards but were swiftly overpowered, knocked down the slope. In moments, only Wang Yan's 5 and the silent beautiful young master remained. Tang San, closing in when they appeared, heard everything and saw Song Junho and his team flee down the slope, unharmed. Something's off. Either prearranged or a quick deal, likely the latter, given their swift escape. My dear sister, now we can talk, Wang Yan said, smirking, as the 4 guards tightened the circle. Her face stayed calm, eyes icy. I've nothing to say. I'm not your sister. Wang Yan's eyes flashed coldly. I wish you weren't. With your looks, without blood ties, you'd make a fine concubine. But you were born wrong and shouldn't have father's favor. Come with us, I won't kill you. Bloodline ties would alert him. I'll just imprison you until I'm king, then release you. She sneered. With your cowardly nature, you think you'll inherit. If you do, the peacock clan's finished. Furious, Wang Yan hated being called a failure. Lacking talent and effort, he craved validation. Take her, he roared. The 4 8th tier guards moved. Suddenly, they sensed something, scattering. A silent flurry of cold glints fell from the sky. Chapter 174, holding her hand. A series of muffled puff sounds rang out as the cold glints sank into the ground, vanishing. The sudden burst of intense aura sent chills down even the 8th tier guard's spines. Peacock demons had keen perception, dodging instantly due to the sharp sense of danger. Wang Yan, startled, leapt back, his face pale, shouting, who? A yellow flash flickered. Beautiful young master raised her hand, only for a strong hand to seize it in a blink. The yellow light whisked her away from the slope. A barrage of cold glints erupted from the figure, shooting toward the 5 peacock demons. It was Tang San, who'd held back until now. He knew his current strength couldn't defeat these peacock demons unless he unleashed his divine consciousness, an unlikely match against 8th tier elites of such a strong clan. The glints were arrows from 2 preloaded Zug crossbows, fired alternately to repel, rescue, and cover retreat in one fluid motion. Her hand was small, slender, and cool. Grasping it, Tang San felt overwhelming pity. He held tight, emotions swirling, complex and indescribable. Pushing Leopard Flash to its limit, he fled with her. Facing the Zug crossbows, the 4 guards waved their peacock plumes, clashing metallically to deflect the arrows. Their strength was formidable, plumes fanning like a peacock's display, easily knocking arrows aside. Still, the arrows force-shocked them. During their defense, Tang San, using Leopard Flash repeatedly, escaped dozens of meters with her. Useless, chase. Wang Yan roared. The guards spread their wings, pursuing. Tang San's Lingxi sky eye reached its peak. His mental world mapped everything without needing his eyes. Each Leopard Flash used trees for cover, forcing the peacock demons to track their direction. But 8th tier, with top-tier bloodlines, they were swift, weaving through the forest at low altitude. White light surged in Tang San's eyes, a white vertical pupil glowing on his forehead, hidden by his mask. Even beautiful young master beside him couldn't see it, only sensing a shift in his aura, an odd, harmonious blend with the world, as if he were part of it. Tang San flung her forward with his left hand, whispering, "Run. I'll distract them." She flew forward, peacock wings unfurling. Glancing back, her eyes held astonishment. This sudden rescuer was a stranger, yet she felt an inexplicable trust. His strength didn't seem great, his leopard flash suggested flash leopard transformation, rare at such proficiency for a weaker clan. And he was clearly human. Tang San, after throwing her, stopped, grabbing another Zug crossbow from his storage bag. He swiftly loaded arrows, his redesigned arrow cases allowing seconds fast reloading. In that brief moment, the 5 peacock demons closed and Tang San's lips curved, white light in his eyes intensifying. Taste my fate blessed Zug Lingxi crossbow. The crossbows, raised glowed white. Arrows, faintly luminous, shot out. Unlike during her rescue, when he prioritized leopard flash, now he infused Lingxi sky eye's power. The arrows, barely different save for their glow, triggered intense danger in the pursuers. They swung plumes to block while dodging. Then, something bizarre happened. Wang Yan's plume struck an arrow precisely, but a sudden tremor skewed his aim. The arrow slipped past the plume's sharp edge, reaching his chest. Shocked, he couldn't dodge. Plume shielded him, but the arrow threaded through a gap, grazing him. PFF'd. His blood froze momentarily, pain flaring, he was wounded. Other arrows caused similar chaos. The 4 guards faced inexplicable mishaps, failing to block the arrows. Grunts filled the air as all 5 fell, defenses breached. Tang San's smirk widened. Lingxi crossbows effect shines. Limited by size and black gold, Zug crossbows could only carry 1 demon god transformation effect at a time. Adding others would amplify their terror. All 5 8th tier elites were injured by Lingxi enhanced arrows. Though not crippling, the mysterious wounds sparked fear. They didn't understand the force behind them. Arrows sped, Tang San turned to flee, chasing her. To his surprise, she hadn't run far, watching him curiously. "Are you daft? Run," he snapped, rushing to her, grabbing her hand again, and pulling her along. She tugged her hand, but his grip held. He stowed the crossbows, out of arrows after 2 volleys. The peacock demons didn't pursue, perhaps scared off by the Lingxi crossbow. Running, Tang San sensed behind him. After 10 kilometers, feeling no chase, he slowed. Chapter 175, Blue Level Redemption, Beautiful Young Master. They're not chasing. The wounds weren't fatal, Tang San said softly, altering his voice with mysterious heaven technique to sound more mature. Beautiful young master nodded, studying him intently. "Shouldn't you let go of my hand?" "Oh, right." Tang San released her, reluctant. Her once cool hand was now warm from his grip. "Who are you?" she asked, her gaze piercing. Masked and clad in dark clothes, he hesitated. How he longed to say, "I'm your husband from our past life, and I will be in this one too." But that'd sound insane. "You can call me Shira," he said. He'd considered sea god, his past life divine title, but it felt too grand. Shira god, shared with his wife, suited better. Shira, she paused, the name odd. "You're human?" she asked. "Yes," he nodded. "Thank you for saving me," she said calmly, as if she hadn't been the one in danger. What composure, Tang San thought. "No need to thank me. I'll always protect you," he added silently. "I'm leaving," she said, turning to go. "Where to?" He asked. "Back to camp. My tent's there." "Back." Tang San blinked. "Aren't you afraid they'll come for you again?" She shook her head. "He doesn't dare kill me. What can he do? If he was capable, he wouldn't fear a half-blood like me." Tang San's mind raced. Her calm demeanor throughout the attack struck him. Did she have a backup plan to counter Wang Yan? Had he worried too much? Yet, seeing her in danger, how could he not act? Realizing this, he didn't press, watching her fade into the night. She stopped, turned, and tucked her hair behind her ear. Her right hand glowed with a deep blue light. Tang San's pupil shrank. "You can call me beautiful young master," she said, waving before soaring off, vanishing into the forest. He stood frozen. "She's..." The blue light, clear to his Lingxi sky eye, was a familiar symbol, an orange version on his own hand. The redemption mark red, orange, yellow, green, cyan, blue, purple, 7 redemption ranks. Blue was 2nd tier. Tang San recalled Zhang Haoshuan saying Jiali City's highest redemption ranks were blue, with 2 blue level members. He thought Siru, a god-level expert, was 1, but Siru was cyan. He'd always wondered who the blue levels were, never imagining beautiful young master, barely a teenager, was 1. How could she be blue level? Her showing the mark was to confirm his identity, testing if he was redemption. He hadn't shown his orange mark, fearing it'd expose him. As Shira, he hid his true self to protect her covertly, masking his multiple demon god transformations. He planned to recruit her into redemption, given her vassal status, even considering revealing his affiliation during the rescue. Her composure stopped him. Now, she was not only redemption but a high-ranking member. Her peacock transformation and status in the peacock clan were key. Tang San's emotions churned, calming slowly. As a blue-level redemption, her attitude confirmed Wang Yan's group posed no real threat. His Sky Fox Eye's mild danger sense made sense, she could handle it. Time to return. Then, a figure appeared beside him. "Why'd you impulsively save her?" Zhang Haoshuan's familiar voice asked. Tang San turned, his greatest assurance. If he couldn't escape with her, Zhang's presence, always trailing since his time in Sky Fox ability surfaced, guaranteed safety. Tang San's value to him was immense. A thought struck. "Teacher, are you here to protect us and her?" Zhang smirked. "Quick thinking. You haven't answered me." Tang San, sheepishly removing his mask, said, "If I said it was love at first sight, would you believe me?" Zhang tilted his head, silent, then said, "No other reason makes sense. You're becoming more mysterious, a true prodigy." He opened his hands, revealing gleaming arrows. "I recovered these, except those that hit the peacock demons. Your weapons, with demon god transformations, especially Sky Fox, exceed my expectations." Zhang had been stunned watching Tang San's Zug crossbows injure 5 8th tier peacock demons. Even at 9th tier, he couldn't easily face them. Tang San's arrows did. Their lack of pursuit stemmed from Zhang's 9th tier aura and Wang Yan's cowardice, panicked by his injury. "Blue level, she's blue level. Why, teacher, tell me," Tang San said with a wry smile. Zhang laughed, delighted. For once, Tang San seemed rattled. Usually, he was in control, always shocking Zhang. Chapter 176, Beautiful Young Master's Doubts. "She's blue level due to her potential and importance to the organization. You're important too, but it's better the organization doesn't know until you're stronger." Tang San's lips twitched. Blue level, so critical. Could it be? A possibility struck him. "You guessed that." Zhang Haoshuan looked stunned. Tang San shrugged. I overheard her talk with Wang Yan. You're begging to be silenced, Zhang said gravely. No way, you said I'm important too, Tang San replied nonchalantly. Zhang's attitude had shifted, no longer teacher-student but equals. He no longer saw Tang San as a child. Want to avoid that, hand over the hidden weapon designs. It'd be a great merit, but we'd say I made them. Tang San shook his head. Not a good idea, teacher. Reluctant, Zhang teased. It's not that, Tang San said. First, crafting these is complex, others likely can't. More importantly, if redemption equips these widely, monsters and spirits will notice. You saw the Zug crossbow's power with different demon god transformations, amplified by rays. If detected, the organization could face ruin. I'll share the designs with you, but don't give them to the organization for mass production yet. It's like you're concerned about my mysterious heaven technique spreading. An innocent man with treasure invites trouble. Zhang smirked. Then why use them? Small-scale use won't link to redemption, Tang San said confidently. Zhang nodded. Fair point, but don't provoke beautiful young master. Her importance to the organization far exceeds ours. Tang San's eyes flickered. To infiltrate or control the Peacock clan. Zhang's face darkened. Knowing too much isn't good. This is the organization's top priority. Your accidental discovery this mission isn't ideal. Understand? I do, Tang San nodded promptly. But why didn't she attack me? I didn't sense it clearly during the rescue, but her attitude suggested she had a way to handle her brother, at least to escape. My rash rescue might have complicated things. If hiding her identity, she could have struck me. Strike you, with your human identity, and saving her. What do you think redemption is? A hit squad? Zhang snapped. Her attitude was odd, though. She didn't probe your identity and even showed her redemption mark. Hiding yours was smart, or how could you keep your weapon secret? Tang San nodded. I want to keep this identity mysterious for future covert actions. Zhang said, stay away from her, in any identity. Tang San sighed. Can't I help her? Isn't your disciple exceptional? I really like her. A kid like you, barely grown, knows what, like, is. Get back before I get mad, Zhang said, swatting him. Tang San's lips twitched. Kid, I've lived eons longer than you. Zhang's protectiveness reassured him. Despite her blue-level status, Zhang hadn't exposed Tang San's redemption ties, prioritizing his safety. Zhang valued his mysterious heaven technique as much as her. Beautiful young master returned to her camp, the campfire still burning, her teammates absent. The fire crackled. Her eyes held confusion and thought. When Shira saved her, an odd feeling struck. When he first grabbed her hand, she felt a fleeting daze, impossible with her guard up. How could a stranger pull her along? The crossbow distraction shouldn't have dulled her senses. Stranger still, his grip was practiced, as if he'd held her hand countless times. Even her father never touched her so familiarly. How was he so adept? The first time might have been surprise, but the second, he grabbed her again, so sure, so steady. In that moment, her heart felt secure, certain he'd protect her at all costs. Why? She was puzzled. She shouldn't have revealed her redemption identity, yet she couldn't resist testing if he was one of them. He didn't respond, suggesting he wasn't. What was this? Shira, a strange name. Who was he? Why appear to protect her, as if always shadowing her? Lost in thought, she sat by the fire. A surprised voice interrupted. You dare come back? Without turning, she tossed a log into the fire. Why not? This is my camp. Pale-faced Wang Yan and his 4 guards emerged, all wounded. The Lingxi crossbow's black gold arrows, piercing defenses, left marks, though not crippling. Where's that guy? Wang Yan demanded, scanning warily. Who? She added another log. The one who saved you, he snapped, tossing black gold arrows to the ground. Sensing a 9th tier aura after their injuries, fear stopped their pursuit. 5 8th tier elites failing to catch a 6th tier, all wounded, what a disgrace. Chapter 177, Peacock Gall. Wang Yan decided to rest at the Beauty and the Beast's team's camp to treat their wounds and plan tomorrow's moves. He hadn't expected beautiful young master to return alone, seemingly unfazed by their presence. Her nonchalance stung his pride, fueling his anger at being underestimated. Don't know, she replied coolly, standing and facing the 5. Take her, Wang Yan shouted. The 4 guards closed in, warily scanning for the crossbow attacker whose arrows had left a deep impression. Their inability to dodge and the risk of vital hits, one guard's hand was pierced protecting his eyes, made them cautious. She shook her head. You think you can capture me? Fall. With a wave of her hand, the 4 guards staggered and collapsed. Wang Yan froze, shocked. What did you do to them? Her gaze burned. Plotting against royalty, what's the crime? Calling you a fool insults the word. Forgot our clan's secret art. Peacock Gall, you wield its power. Impossible, a half-blood. Wang Yan's eyes widened in disbelief. She waved her right hand, a peacock plume appearing. Its slender tip in her grip, the tail feathers, peacock blue patterns glowed faintly, radiating halos. Wang Yan's plumes flared, emitting similar light, but hers were deeper, more intense, outshining his. No, impossible. Why is your bloodline pure? He cried. A half-blood surpassing his noble lineage was unthinkable. Peacock Gall, a core peacock clan ability, emitted an invisible aura. Only the purest royal blood could awaken it at adulthood, stripping other clan members of their powers if they threatened royalty. She was far from adulthood, 16 by peacock clan standards. Wang Yan, adult and capable of peacock Gall, had no effect on her royal blood. Yet, she surpassed him. Purer blood suppressed the weaker. The trembling guards, guilty of attacking royalty, a grave crime implicating families, realized their mistake. They'd acted because of her mixed blood, never imagining her pure royal lineage and pre-adult peacock Gall, marking her as a rare genius. You want to compete for the throne. Here's your chance. Duel me now, with them as witnesses. Loser dies, she said calmly, raising her plume. Its milky white tip turned peacock blue, emitting an eerie glow. Her black hair transformed to match, her eyes flashing blue. She levitated, massive wings unfurling, her aura surging. The surrounding space turned peacock blue. A golden spark lit her forehead, forming intricate gold patterns, a crown-like design. 7th tier. Wang Yan gasped, staring at the golden mark, his face ashen. As royalty, he knew the peacock golden crown, a sign of the purest blood, granting potential to become a demon emperor, not just a king. Their father, the current peacock demon king, hadn't reached that level, but the crown meant opportunity. Wang Yan's own crown was merely a faint outline. Now he understood why half-blood was named heir. Despite clan elders' objections, their father's vague, we'll discuss later, sufficed. The peacock golden crown was the heir's ticket. In their generation, hers was the first true crown, while his remained incomplete. Seeing the crown is like seeing the king. Chapter 178, Golden Crown Heir. Under the oppressive aura of Peacock Gall, the 4 trembling guards shook in fear, genuine terror. Plotting against royalty was a grave crime, and against a Golden Crown Heir, akin to the king himself, death was near certain. Golden light radiated from her peacock golden crown. Despite Wang Yan's higher 8th tier cultivation and immunity to peacock Gall due to his royal blood, the crown's presence cowed him. He lacked true courage. Sister, he stammered, take up your peacock plume. Don't shame our clan. You want the throne. Here's your chance, beautiful young master said coldly. Her golden crown gave her authority no demon could challenge. It placed her above all in the peacock clan. Wang Yan, the eldest heir, lacked a formed crown, ranking below her. If I say it's a misunderstanding, would you believe me? Wang Yan stepped back. Her powerful aura crushed his will to resist. She stared, the glow of her plume intensifying, her radiant wings and tail feathers dazzling. Normally, female peacock demons lack tail feathers, except royals, whose longer, vibrant plumes enhanced her stunning beauty. Homage to the golden crown heir. Wang Yan dropped to one knee, shouting. Her lips twitched, her icy demeanor nearly breaking. That's it, I was wrong, revered golden crown heir. I didn't know you'd formed the crown, blinded by ignorance. I only wanted our clan's blood purity. I deeply regret my mistake, and my men were misled. Please grant us a chance to reform. Wang Yan pleaded, tears streaming, eyes sincere. If Tang San were here, he'd ask, are you joking? Wang Yan lacked talent and ability, but his thick skin rivaled the elephant clan. She lowered her plume, saying coolly, get lost. Don't ruin my mood. Yes, yes, Wang Yan exhaled, scrambling up to flee. Wait, she called. He turned, fawning. Any further orders, golden crown heir? Clean those arrows before you go, she said flatly. Right away, Wang Yan hurried forward. The guards, freed from peacock gall, rose. She sat by the fire as they cleaned the black gold arrows, placed them neatly before her, and retreated into the darkness. She looked after them, murmuring, a peacock clan without pride, dreaming of returning to the ancestral court. Wang Yan reflected the clan's decline. Once contenders for ancestral court leadership, they'd fallen since losing their demon emperor, relegated to Jiali City. She picked up a clean black gold arrow, studying its intricate patterns, grooves, and tiny array, silent when swung, a marvel of craftsmanship. Shira made this, such a refined weapon. His aura wasn't strong, 6th tier at most, yet it wounded 5 peacock demons with top-tier bloodlines. What kind of weapon is this? Her brows rose as a figure emerged from the flames. Your teammates are approaching, likely checking the situation, Zhang Haoxuan said, smiling. You're still here. She asked, I'm delivering something. He placed a Zug crossbow before her. She blinked. You intercepted him. No, he appeared to protect you, with good intent. He asked me to give you this, Zhang said, teaching her its use. Do you know his origin? She asked. No, he has something that could threaten me, so I didn't pry. His actions show goodwill, but he's mysterious. You shouldn't have shown your mark, Zhang said. I was impulsive, thinking he was one of us, she admitted, examining the crossbow. I'm leaving, they're back. Zhang vanished into the flames. She stowed the crossbow and arrows, taking a small pot from her storage bracelet to brew milk tea. Soon, a surprised voice rang out. You're fine. Where are they? Her beauty and the beast's teammates returned, stunned to see her calmly sipping milk tea. How wasn't she taken? 5 8th tier foes. I'm tired. Resting now. Ignoring Song Junho, she entered her tent. Song Junho and his team exchanged incredulous, embarrassed glances. He'd been knocked away but returned too late, fleeing too smoothly with his team under his signal. What now, Captain? The bear demon whispered. Rest. Wang Yan's gone. We'll ask later, Song Junho said, frowning. Continue the training. I don't know how she did it, maybe hidden peacock demons. He waved off further talk, sensing he'd misjudged her. Chapter 179, Lingering Fragrance. At school, beautiful young master kept a low profile. Despite her city lord lineage, her human-demon hybrid status made demon girls shun her. She remained quiet, but the peacock clan, though declining, had top-tier blood. Song Junho approached her for her beauty, unique with human softness, and rumors of her potential as a peacock demon king heir. Though skeptical, he saw value in allying with the peacock clan. Wang Yan's threats, as the eldest heir with strong allies, swayed him to side with Wang Yan. Yet, the outcome defied expectations. After fleeing, they hadn't gone far, intending to observe. But everything happened too fast. Beautiful young master and the peacock demons vanished. Now, she was back, Wang Yan gone. What did it mean? Tang San returned silently to his camp, relieving Guli from watch duty to rest. Too stirred to meditate, he took the first shift. Sitting under a tree, he gazed at his hand, her faint fragrance lingering. Despite the urgency, he vividly recalled her touch, her cool hand. Was she prone to cold? Though she was at least 6th tier, the thought persisted. His first physical contact with her in this world stirred his heart, still racing. After a while, he calmed. Appearing as Shira was to protect her better. His janitor role couldn't be exposed. As Shira, he could act freely, fight unrestrained. She'd be curious about his abilities, including the Zug crossbow, so he gifted her one for protection. He hadn't expected her to be blue level redemption, Jiali City's highest rank. He'd considered recruiting her, unaware she was already a high-ranking member. This was good news, their aligned ideals simplified things. As his reincarnated wife, she'd forgotten her past life, save a soul imprint, making her a new person. When choosing rebirth to find her, Tang San had considered many scenarios. What if she wasn't human? That didn't matter, he'd help her cultivate a human form. What if she wasn't beautiful? His love would accept her, her soul unchanged. His greatest fear was ideological conflict. A clashing upbringing could make her incompatible. Now, everything seemed ideal, easing his worries. In a human hostile world, he'd change it for her. His emotions mixed complexity with joy. Following her this mission, learning her secrets, was fortunate. His protection might have been unnecessary, she could handle her troubles, but it mattered to him, resolving his fears and strengthening his resolve to guard her. He needed to do right by her, but his strength was lacking. Despite rapid progress, especially from absorbing plant life energy at Jiali Academy's shop, he limited intake to avoid detection. To match her, who could fend off 5 8th tier peacock demons, he needed at least 8th tier. He was far from it. Hidden weapons, though potent, were external tools, insufficient against true power. He needed to advance his craft. Tang Sek's top 3 mechanical weapons, Buddha's Wrath Lotus, Torrential Pear Blossom Needle, and Peacock Plume, were due. The lotus was hardest to craft, the needle demanded rare materials, but the peacock plume, complex yet feasible, suited her peacock bloodline. It would be his next gift. Calming, he circulated mysterious heaven energy, adjusting his state. His 6th blue silver emperor imprint and absorbed life energy strengthened his meridians and body, pushing his mysterious heaven technique toward 6th tier peak. Breaking to 7th tier was a leap, not easy. He could steal a precious treasure from the Academy's vault for a breakthrough, but that'd expose him, a one-time gain. He'd avoid it until leaving Jiali Academy. Steady progress was key. His uniqueness, aided by Sky Fox Eye's luck, smoothed his path, but it held risks. Consulting Zhang Haoxuan and observing Dubai, he concluded, Sky Fox clan's immense luck came at a cost. Blessed by fate, they couldn't cultivate other abilities, remaining physically weak. Even the Sky Fox Demon Emperor, with peak Sky Fox Eye, needed no strength, enemies would perish by their own backlash. Tang San's mysterious heaven technique, blending multiple demon god imprints, passed this plane's scrutiny, masking his foreign nature. But at god level, transcending yet tied to the plane, his alien abilities would face scrutiny. Sky Fox Eye and other imprints could backfire, potentially blocking his breakthrough or inviting plane suppression. The stronger he grew, the clearer this danger. He pondered how to navigate god level ascension without being crushed. Chapter 180, a bold idea. The next morning, after breakfast, the team set out to hunt winged tigers. At their pace, they'd reach the winged tiger territory, where they'd faced danger before, in about a day. They felt no fear. Last time, despite disadvantages, they escaped and killed 2 winged tigers. Now, stronger and with Zhang Haoxuan secretly following, even a winged tiger king posed little threat. Deeper in Jiali Mountains, demon beasts grew numerous. Tang San's redemption team began reaping rewards, amassing 12 4th and 5th tier beasts by the 3rd night, surpassing the previous mission's haul. The next challenge was hunting winged tigers. To avoid last time's chaos, Wu Bingji kept their camp farther from the winged tiger area. Tomorrow, they'd need over 2 hours to reach the spot where they'd encountered the winged tiger king. Chang Zicheng reported that the Beauty and the Beast's team camped closer to the winged tiger zone, about 10 kilometers away. Both teams shared the same goal. Big brother, should we discuss tomorrow's strategy? Tang San asked Wu Bingji. Sure. Wu Bingji gathered everyone, knowing Tang San would outline tactics. Tang San pulled out metal masks from his storage bag, handing them out. Unlike his Shira mask, these covered the entire face. Wu Bingji nodded. Go ahead, little Tang. Alright, the Jiali team's targeting winged tigers too. With shared goals, we might cross paths. From tomorrow, wear masks to hide our identities and avoid them. I've been monitoring them. Their team has at least 1 8th tier, 2 or 3 7th tier, and the rest 6th tier, much stronger than us even with teacher's protection. We should avoid conflict. But I have a bold idea to discuss. Guli's lips twitched. If you call it bold, how crazy is it? Tang San's ideas were wild. Last mission, his plan to hunt winged tigers alone shocked them, especially when he convinced Zhang Haoshuan. A bold idea from him was terrifying. Tang San smiled. It's bold but feasible. If it works, our gains will dwarf last times. More than last time, Dubai gasped. Tang San nodded. Hard to predict exactly, but success means huge rewards, enough to boost everyone's cultivation by a tier. What, really? I'm in. Dubai agreed instantly. If anyone else said it, he'd doubt them, but Tang San proved himself last time, helping even Dubai break through to 4th tier. His Sky Fox eyes growth relied on mental strength, enhanced by purple demon eyes or rare treasures, expensive but viable in Jiali City. From 3rd to 4th tier, he transformed, now eager to advance. Guli glanced at Dubai, nodding. I'm in too. How bold is this? Will we die? Tang San said, I'm 80 to 90% sure we won't. Then I'm good, Guli agreed. Chang Zicheng looked to Wu Bingji without speaking. Wu Bingji shrugged. Don't look at me, I'm just a figurehead captain. I trust him more than you do, little Tang. Tell us, what miracle are you planning? Tang San smiled. Alright, here's the plan. Chang Zicheng is our fastest, then me with wind element boosts. Winged tigers are fast but can't match her in sustained flight. She's the main force, with me assisting. Big brother, you 3 do this. He detailed his plan, conceived before the mission. Despite Wang Yan's disruption, things aligned with his vision. As he spoke, their expressions shifted, shock growing despite their trust. Tang San explained earnestly, clearly not improvising. He analyzed every possibility meticulously. The key is to avoid the Jiali team's notice. If we pull this off covertly, it's perfect. Wu Bingji inhaled sharply. Little Tang, I thought you were bold, but this is insane. You're trying to swallow an elephant. Tang San grinned. Big brother, fortune favors the bold, right? Last time, you doubted we'd kill winged tigers, yet we brought back 2. Why not more this time? If this works, the gains could push us all up a tier. Wu Bingji turned to the others. What do you think? It was a team decision. Dubai waved fiercely. Let's do it. Chang Zicheng rolled her eyes. You're just a tool, acting like you're crucial. Dubai puffed his chest. I am crucial, team mascot. Without my luck, can you guarantee success? Guli said, the mascot's more useful now I'm in the plan's bold, but the details suggest high success. Even if it fails, we'll likely escape. Chang Zicheng, you, Wu Bingji asked. She was central to the plan. She nodded. If you're all in, I'm good. I trust my speed. Even 8th tier winged tigers need time to catch me 9th tier. We've got teacher. Tang San extended his right hand, eyes gleaming. It's settled. Their hands stacked on his, gazes meeting with fervor. As the saying goes, newborn calves fear no tigers. Tang San named this plan, drive tigers, swallow wolves.